Shailene Woodley, the talented actress known for her powerful performances in The Fault in Our Stars and Divergent, has recently embarked on a new and exciting chapter in her career, her Broadway debut. In her appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Woodley opened up about her long-awaited return to the stage and reflected on a memorable yet slightly traumatic experience from her childhood that shaped her relationship with theater. Her journey back to the stage, which had been interrupted by years of hesitance, speaks to both personal and professional growth as she takes on a new role in a production that has garnered significant attention. During the conversation with Jimmy Fallon, Woodley discussed how she first fell in love with acting at a young age. She mentioned her involvement in community theater, where she took on her first ever stage role in a production of Oliver Twist when she was just a child. It was during this early stage role that she encountered an unfortunate incident that would influence her decision to take a step back from theater for many years. I was cast as one of Fagin's boys in the play, and even though it wasn't the most prominent role, I remember feeling so excited just to be part of it, Woodley began, speaking warmly about her youthful enthusiasm for acting. It was a great learning experience, and I was so eager to dive into the world of theater. But looking back, I think the most vivid memory I have from that time isn't about the acting or the excitement of being on stage. It's about the lice. The actress continued, recounting how all the young actors, including herself, had to wear the same set of hats as part of their costumes for the show. We all wore these caps, and as you can imagine, when you have a bunch of kids sharing the same props, things aren't always the cleanest. I ended up getting head lice from the caps, she said, laughing at the absurdity of it all. It was definitely not the glamorous side of being in a production, and honestly, I think that experience turned me off from performing on stage for a long time. While the memory of head lice might not be the fondest of recollections, Woodley's reflections on this early setback were accompanied by a light-hearted tone and a sense of humor about the situation. It became clear that despite the challenge, it was something she had grown to accept as part of her journey. "I guess I've always been a bit of a perfectionist," she said with a grin. "That experience definitely made me wary of theater for a while. But I've come to realize that sometimes those moments are just part of the process." As Fallon read aloud from the playbill for her upcoming Broadway performance in The Cult of Love, which opens officially on December 12th, Woodley couldn't help but smile at the nod to her past. "I never would have thought that my very first play, Oliver Twist, would somehow be referenced in my Broadway debut," she shared, clearly touched by the full circle moment. "It felt like such a sweet connection to my past. And to be honest, I didn't even remember Oliver Twist as my first play until my dad reminded me. He was like, 'Don't forget about Fagin's boys.'" For Woodley, including the reference to her early role in Oliver Twist in the playbill felt like a tribute to her father, who had been a constant source of support and guidance throughout her life and career. "It's funny how we forget things sometimes," she said, reflecting on how her father's reminder helped her see the connection between her childhood role and her new stage production. "But having that memory tied to my first Broadway show felt like a full circle moment, a beautiful nod to my roots." The Cult of Love, which Woodley describes as a deeply emotional and thought-provoking play, has already begun to generate significant excitement among theatergoers. Directed by the acclaimed Trip Cullman, the production delves into themes of family dynamics, the complexities of adulthood, and the search for identity. Woodley explains that the story revolves around a family gathering for the holidays, only to confront the shifting dynamics as each member of the family navigates the transition into adulthood. "It's a really beautiful, complicated story," she said. "It's about understanding who we are as individuals and how we evolve when we come together with family, especially as we grow older and start making our own lives." In addition to discussing the plot, Woodley shared more details about the rigorous preparation that has gone into her role in The Cult of Love. "The rehearsal process has been intense," she admitted, "but I've learned so much from the cast and crew. Everyone involved brings their heart and soul to the table, and that level of collaboration is really special. I've definitely felt pushed to grow as an actor through this experience." She expressed admiration for the way the cast works together to create a compelling, nuanced performance. There's so much respect for each other, and we all want the show to be as powerful as possible, she said. Woodley also reflected on what it's like to return to theater after such a long hiatus. It's been a bit of a challenge, but in the best way, she said. The energy of live theater is unlike anything else. You get instant feedback from the audience, and there's something incredibly powerful about that. I've really missed it. There's a vulnerability in live performance that you don't get in film or TV. You're out there fully exposed, and it's all about connection and storytelling in real time. Beyond her Broadway debut, Woodley's career continues to evolve in exciting ways. She remains committed to choosing roles that resonate with her and push her creative boundaries. For me, it's always about finding projects that speak to me, that challenge me to grow as an artist, she said. Whether it's a film, a TV show, or a play, I want to be part of something that has meaning, something that will resonate with audiences. Her Broadway debut is just one of many exciting projects in the works for Woodley. In addition to her acting career, she's remained an advocate for causes she believes in, from environmentalism to mental health awareness. Storytelling has the power to heal, to spark conversations, and to inspire change, she explained. I want to be part of work that does that, whether it's on stage, on screen, or in the world outside of my acting career. As her Broadway debut approaches, Woodley is excited about the opportunity to connect with a new audience in such an intimate, powerful setting. I'm really looking forward to opening night, she said with a smile. It's going to be an incredible experience. I'm so grateful for the chance to be back on stage, and I can't wait to share the Cult of Love with everyone. Tickets for the Cult of Love are now available, and anticipation for the show's opening continues to build. For Woodley, this new chapter in her career is not just about returning to the stage, it's a celebration of resilience, self-discovery, and the power of storytelling. From her childhood beginnings in community theater to the bright lights of Broadway, Shailene Woodley's journey is a testament to the enduring power of the arts and her commitment to embracing every stage of her life and career with passion and authenticity.